And I got these plans. I'ma be goddamn, I don't see these through, you don't understand.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Sunday Night Nut Pod. And this episode is sponsored by Trader Joe's Pumpkins Pretzels. But seriously, you guys, go out and get yourself a bag of these because I've been waiting for the pretzels and they're here. So yeah, do you want one?
The pretzels are here. Absolutely.
I actually haven't tried these yet. Believe it or not.
Really?
No.
They taste like Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Mmm.
You think?
No.
Oh. Okay.
But I will have another one.
Oh.
Just one more.
Okay, well they're...
It's fire.
Yeah.
I'm a pumpkin guy myself, so pumpkin pie.
Flavored things.
Yeah. And
To clarify.
you don't like regular pumpkin pie?
No, I do. Love it. Whipped cream. Hitting.
Anyway.
Anyways.
Thanks, guys. It's nice to be back to normal. In our normal positions.
Oh, crap. Smokes. Gosh darn it. I forgot, actually.
For what?
I forgot that we were switching.
Oh.
It's just because it's like second nature to just like pull up here.
Yeah, we
like,
switched. Well, we had to switch last week because Mars was here. Thanks, Mars.
Yeah, shout out Mars. Thanks for coming through. But yeah, that was a fucking fun podcast. Honestly, looking back on it, I wish I had like asked him other things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just like been more natural, especially looking back. But
you watched it and we're like, aw.
yeah, I was like, dude, that's your homie. You know, like it's like, why are you like, hey, what are you?
Yeah. Well,
you know?
it gets hard because you want to like just talk to them, but it's also like we wanted him to come on as like
A guest.
Mars Playground.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, we wanted to know about that.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. But like, dude, the other thing that I was like looking back on it, I wish I had asked him more like general questions for people, you know, like where are you from? Like, what was your childhood like?
Yeah.
You know, instead of like, when did you start making music?
Yeah.
Like, when did you know what I mean? Anyways, we'll have him on again for sure.
yeah. We'll have him back.
There's a lot of new stuff that I'm excited to talk about because me and Maggie finally, because it's been years now since I've been asking.
Years.
Yeah.
Maybe like a year. Anyway, we started watching Attack on Titan. Hey.
Yeah, Attack on Titan, dog. And I don't know. It like watching it back with her, I feel like I forgot how like lost I was.
Yeah.
Starting off, you know?
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't know who that was. And I was like,
Yeah, no. I was telling like one of my friends in San Diego that like whenever we're watching it, I just like think it's funny how you like don't spoil anything for me. Like I'll always be like, I feel like that's I don't know. I don't want to spoil anything.
dude, spoil it, dude.
Okay.
If you think that it's...
Everyone know this has spoilers, but not many because we're only a little bit in.
Yeah.
So don't spoil it for me in the comments.
Exactly.
But,
yeah, you don't spoil it for her.
Yeah, but when there was like that Titan that came up and beat up the other Titan, I was like, is that Aaron? And then you were like, huh, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like,
I was thinking like, is he like fucking with me? Or like you just like don't spoil anything and like you're like, and then you were like, that's what I thought at first too. And I was like, this is
dude,
funny.
yeah, because it's like, and that's the other thing. When you watch it back, like if you ever watch it back, you'll be like, oh my God. Like every single thing is super intentional. But like when you're just taking it in for the first time, you're like, okay.
It feels like a little sporadic.
Yeah, like you're just like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
And then like they reference it back and you're like, I guess did they show that? You know, you're like, or is that just but yeah, I think that's kind of part of the beauty of the story You know? Because that was my thing is I was just like, I remember being like, dude, I just want to I'm just going to keep watching just because I like want to figure out what the whole plot is. Like, it doesn't make sense right now.
Yeah. There's a lot of crazy things where I'm like, okay. Like how his dad said to go back to their childhood house basement, and he's always like, I gotta go back, and then like he doesn't go back, and it seems like when you're watching it, like how I am now, it's like, did they just forget that they put that in there? Or like, why are they doing that? But yeah. I'm sure it'll all make sense one day, because I remember I saw like part of an episode like way later on from someone watching it, and I was like, what in the, like some crazy shit was going on.
Yeah.
So I know it's gonna get really weird.
Yeah.
Not that it's not already really weird.
That's the thing. Right now it's just like, oh my God. And I think like they really are trying to like portray the fact that like it sucks to be in their position. You know?
Yeah.
Like it's like they shouldn't be that like fun looking right now. Like these people, they're just getting eaten.
Yeah.
Like hella.
Yeah.
So like all of them are just kind of like, bro, what is the point of life? Someone tell me. Like this makes no sense.
Yeah.
We can't just be stuck
That's
here.
the
Like
general vibe.
yeah, like most people are just like, I don't know, fuck it, I don't know. But yeah, I think. But dude, like that's the thing. I remember I was confused, like why they went into the woods. Like when that was happening, I was like, what are they doing? Mm-hmm. But like 3 times before, like it's very obvious. It's so hard the first time that you're watching it, but like if you know what's happening, you know, Ervin kept saying it. Like right when Ervin found out that, you know, the commander Ervin Smith. Mm-hmm. Right when he found out that Aaron's like, my dad gave me this key, and like he said that like the basement has like a lot of answers, and he's like, this kid is a fucking titan. Like, and he says that the answer is in the cellar, bro. We are going to the cellar, and like that's why he's like, bro, we're leaving now. You know, and that's where they're going. They're going back to Aaron's house. That's what Ervin keeps saying. He's like, we have to go back to Shiganshina, which is where Aaron is from, you know? Mm-hmm. But the thing is like, and it gets confusing for me too, because I remember I was confused in that part. I thought it was like way out, but like that forest is inside of the 2 walls. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
It's just like Titan country now.
Because the wall was broken.
Yeah, like 5 years ago. So now the Titans are like just all over.
Yeah. They're only in the inner, like the people are only in the inner circle.
Yeah, but then like because it's so far out and there's like Titans, it gets confusing. Like you're like, damn, like they're just outside, you know? Like
yeah, but they're trying to go back to Aaron's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so far, Levi's my favorite character.
Really? Okay, I'm glad.
He's cool as fuck.
He's so tight. Yeah, he's so tight.
He's so cool. Every time it like shows him saying literally anything, I'm like,
I know, right?
He's sick.
He's just such a fucking badass. And the dude who voices Levi is perfect, bro. He's so good.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah. No.
But there's a lot of different types of characters, which I appreciate, but it's just something about that like anime character that like can't be fucked with, that like is always just top tier. Like Armin is like okay.
Yeah, it's like hey.
It's like alright, he's come a long way, but like
you're a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just love the person that you don't have to question, and you're like, oh well, he's here now, so they're fine.
Yeah.
Like I love that type of character.
I know, it's true. Like, and that was the thing. I think because there's so many of those situations where they're like, this dude's really good, like, and then like they fucking die, and you're like, I was just like, can we like Levi, you know? But also I was like,
oh yeah.
I was also like, dude, he's kind of like a little fucking asshole, you know?
Yeah.
Like I was like, oh, he thinks he's a shit, but like, all these people get eaten, like. And then like but I don't remember like loving Levi so much in season 1, so I'm happy that you like him already.
Yeah, I love him. He always has this look in his eye.
Yeah,
he's like
He's pretty pissed. He's pretty
Yeah.
pissed. And he, like, dude, and that scene is so crazy when he beats the shit out of Aaron.
Yeah.
It's so fucking
Yeah,
perfect.
I like that scene.
I know, right? Like, Aaron's like,
Oh, you just thought he was an asshole back then?
yeah, like, I was like, whoa, dude. Because I
Why are
like
you beating
Aaron.
up Aaron?
Yeah.
I really like Aaron too. He's probably second.
Yeah, like, Aaron is tight. He just, like, is such a savage. He's such a savage.
Yeah.
For some reason, even before, like, everything, before his mom died, he was a little savage kid, like.
Yeah, he was a little firecracker.
Yeah, he's just like, ah! Like,
Yeah.
it's so weird. Like, he was just that one dude who's like, bah! And I really related to that, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
as a kid. So I was
Yeah.
like, I don't know why, dude. I don't know why, but I was just like that, too. I was like,
He's
no.
just a trier.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But I'm also, I don't know if this is true, no spoilers, but I'm here for the slow burn of Mikasa and Eren. I hope they end up together.
Yeah.
Someone dies, huh?
No. I don't know.
Yeah, even when, that reminds me, even when Eren got eaten, I was like, he like was dead for like an episode and a half or something, and I was like, wait, but like, Eren's not dead, right? Like, I've heard the name. What's his fucking name? What's his last name?
Eren Yeager.
Yeah, I've heard the name Eren Yeager like constantly. So
I know,
was
right?
like, he's not dead. Like, he's the main guy.
Yeah.
And then you were like, yeah, I don't know, because his arm did get bitten off. You were like trying to say.
Yeah, I'm like,
I was like,
I don't know, like. But that's what I was thinking the first time, actually. I was like, oh, because honestly, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, this kid's obviously the main character. Like, they're not gonna kill this guy, right?
Yeah.
And then, but like, when he really like reached his hand out, you could tell that it was like just his hand. And then he like, the Titan goes like directly back and swallows him. And I was like,
But he didn't chew.
yeah, like I was like, nah, I don't think so. Because that's the other thing is like a lot of the times with the Titans, bro, like you'll see him like bite the head off.
Yeah, yeah.
Or like just like break someone's spine or something, and it's like,
Yeah.
yeah,
He
like
just,
he's
like,
dead. Yeah,
Just
like
threw him back.
just threw him right back, and it's like he's a little firecracker, you know? Like I was like,
Yeah.
you left that kid alive inside of you.
Also, that shot is so sick when like Eren as a Titan, like he like comes out of his Titan, and it's like his silhouette. He's like this, and then he like throws his head back, and his eyes are just bleeding. But it's like, oh shit, he was the Titan. Like, it's just so cool.
Yeah, it was just like, why? Like, was it just his will, or is it just because he's like, no?
Yeah. He's like, no, I said I was gonna kill every time.
yeah, he's like, no, I actually will do this no matter what.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's pretty good. Pretty good show.
Yeah, I'm glad you think that. Because honestly, bro, it is like the slow burn. Like, this is like the hardest part to get through, I feel like.
Really? Is it your favorite anime?
Yeah.
It makes sense too now why whenever Brian watches anime, Brian Lutz.
Shut up, Brian.
Yeah, hey Brian, if you watch this, Brian, whenever you guys were watching it, he would go, that's right.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was always like, Brian reacts how like the writer like hopes everyone will react when watching a show. He's like, oh yeah, because it's like he vocalizes like how your brain processes the show. But now that there's so many like things that like loop back from the beginning, like I get why he was having those reactions.
That's why sometimes I'm like, oh, like, take a note of that.
That's right. Yeah.
But it's true, Brian would always do that. That's so funny.
Yeah.
But me and Brian, like, I put Brian onto Attack on Titan, and that's why, I don't know, that might have been why he started watching anime. But I remember, like, the first time I watched it with him, we watched, like, through episode 16 or something.
Oh, you guys watched all those?
Yeah, because we were in Breckenridge that night, and we were just, like, chilling. And, honestly, that was so fun. Because, Brian was like,
Excited.
oh, dude, yeah, he's like, what is that? And I was like, nah.
Yeah.
And he's like, fuck, man, I gotta keep watching, you know?
Yeah.
But like we got to the point where we were like, all right, now I can like tell you like, okay, this is why this is happening, you know?
Oh yeah.
It's like really close. It's really close, you know? But yeah, I'm really hyped to be watching it, bro, because honestly, rewatching it is crazy. Like I was telling you, I don't think it's true, but I was like, dude, I do not remember this scene. I've seen season 1 like 4 or 5 times.
You thought they reanimated it?
Yeah.
They might. They reanimated like parts of One Piece in 2021.
Really?
Yeah. Even
Like
from
they
like
just
the
like
first time I
reanimate.
saw it, it was
Oh
redone.
yeah, really?
Yeah.
Dude, because it makes sense because like those season 1 is from like 2017 or something.
Yeah. They could have just like added some.
Maybe, yeah. Because that's the thing is like you said after spoiler. You said after Annie.
For me or for them?
No, for them. After Annie transformed, you were like, I don't know who that was, and I was like, yeah, you just remember like the scene with Aaron, and you were like, no, like I don't remember anything, and I was like, I only remembered that one scene with Aaron, but the thing is, just right before, after they're coming back, like the story left off that like the scouts are coming back, and then it randomly shows these 4 scenes of Annie in like the military police, and like her whole
like,
setup with this, and I'm like, I do not remember this, like. And it's almost like they were like, okay, so many people are saying that they had no idea who Annie was before she transformed,
so
that like they had to like buff it up. That's why literally right before they confirmed it, those were the scenes leading up to it.
Oh yeah, maybe they did.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't remember this. Like, what the fuck?
And then did they show the flashback before? Because when Annie and Aaron were fighting as Titans, they showed the flashback of her beating him up. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I remember that. Do you think they added that part in?
No, I do remember that. Because and then when you watch it back, because I remember watching that back too after I knew that Annie was, because I love that fight scene. That fight scene's so tight, where Aaron's just so pissed.
Yeah.
He's like, I should have done this so long ago. Like, now, all these people died because of me. And like, he's just like in savage mode, just like attacking her, and but you can totally tell it's like super intentional the way that Annie is fighting. She's fighting just like regular Annie fights. Like, it's crazy. Aaron didn't know.
Yeah.
But there is that part where like he's looking at her when she like lines up like this, like how she lines up, and he like stops for a second, and he's like, and then like one of his eyes comes out of his Titan form, you know, and he's just like, and then she kicks him in the head, and that was it, you know. But yeah, that was pretty crazy. The thing that's tight about Attack on Titan is like the fight scenes are like literally based on like UFC fights. Like all of them are like really martial art, like really sound martial arts stuff, you know? And
actually,
yeah, like they're all based on fights. Like I can't remember, but like I looked it up one time, like, and Aaron's Attack Titan is like his Titan is based on some UFC fighter. I can't remember who, but he's like literally based on it. Like the artist was like, I was inspired by this fighter.
oh, that's sick.
Yeah, it's tight.
So yeah. So yeah, we love Attack on Titan.
Yeah, we're really excited to get into it.
Yeah.
For if you know, you know.
This stuff is so crazy. When people are hinting to like later in an anime, like because I'm watching One Piece and everyone keeps saying like post time skip, and I'm like, what happens? Don't tell me. Like, what the fuck happens?
Yeah. Oh my god, that's crazy.
It's like I gotta watch it all the time.
Wow, like it's like a whole arc where like they are just skipping time. That's crazy.
there's like a big time skip like halfway through, like 500 something, and like I don't know what happens, but like everything is different after the time skip. Like something happens.
Wow, that's
I don't
crazy.
know what it is.
That makes me want to watch it like way.
I know, that's why I've been like going crazy. But
Wow.
and now it's hard because I love reality TV and all my reality TV shows are coming back right now. But I was really trying to watch all the anime during the break, but now they're back, so now I gotta watch anime and reality.
And stupid reality TV.
I just have to.
Yeah, I get it. There's something about it, like, coming out every week that's cool.
Yeah.
I think it's like addicting. Because then it's like, oh, it's Monday.
Yeah, like,
You know?
and then like suddenly
It's
your
dropping.
whole day is like this. It's that like it helps you mark your week and like give you something to be excited about.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, tonight's the night I do this. It's lit.
It's
But-
lit. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
anyway,
Um.
Teezo Touchdown's album.
Oh yeah.
Let's get into it. How Do You Sleep at Night is the name of the album. I'm not asking.
Yeah. Pretty sound with a fan to the right.
But
Yeah. No, I am a
Stan.
huge fan of
Yeah.
Teezo Touchdown,
Yeah, me
dude.
too.
Dude, people are gonna watch this podcast and they're like, they just fucking nut ride.
I know.
It shouldn't be called the
we
Nut
need-
Pod. This is the Nut Ride.
We gotta like talk about someone where we're like, he's okay.
Yeah, like we're like, he
Everyone we
kinda fucking
talk
sucks.
about, we're like, yo, he's the best.
Yeah, exactly. We're just like, Teezo Touchdown? Yeah, my new favorite artist
Yeah,
ever.
Yeah.
No,
but
but
it really is really good.
it's cool, man. It's like a whole vibe. Like, all the songs are different, but the same in a lot of ways. He's like
You think?
very experimental.
Yeah. I feel like they're pretty different. His song called it reminds me of Gorilla by Bruno Mars. Have you heard it?
Gorilla?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of. Just like the way the beat is and like, you know, the tempo of it
Yeah,
all. And
yeah,
it's like just about sex. Like it's like the same kind of vibe.
Yeah, I hear that actually.
Like I feel like he got inspired by that. But I don't know.
Well, we
But
all
it's a
agree.
really good song.
Hell yeah.
And I also really like the song Sweet Fire. And I like how in the beginning of the song he's like kind of plays like that part of him like figuring out the line. He's like, how am I going to say that? And it's
Yeah.
like, everything you say is funny. And then it's like a bar. Everybody else I swerve, but today I finally hit the median. Like I love that line.
Yeah, it's good. He does have like little smart lines like that.
Yeah.
I really like the way that he just writes songs, bro. Like he's a great songwriter. That's what sticks out to me, I think. Like Neighbors, very cool song. I like how when they like switch perspectives of people
Yeah.
and dude, it's the single, but it's the one that you showed me.
Oh.
I thought,
You thought.
yeah.
Yeah.
That shit is
Really
fire.
good.
The beat switch, and then.
Yeah.
Beating. Far away, but I wasn't reaching. Yeah,
Yeah.
that shit is crazy, dude. He was really going in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would rate it, dude, it's over 9. It's over 9 stars.
It's a solid 9 for me.
Yeah, 9 out
But
of 10.
and then there's that song in the Taco Bell commercial. What's that song called?
Mood
A
swing.
mood swing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then like that part at the end of it where like the beat comes back in is so hype.
Yeah.
Where it's like.
Yeah, he was really good cooking.
Yeah.
I wonder who his producer is. Or if he produces his own stuff. It's
Yeah,
just
I don't
interesting. Like he like has a cool ear. But yeah, I mean, 9 out of 10, man. That was a fire ass album,
Yeah.
dude. And I'm just glad that like honestly, as a 25-year-old who's been making music for as long as me, for a 30-year-old to like be getting attention and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, let's go, dude. Because like,
that's why you and Mars were like, he's 30.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because it's like, dude, I don't know. At a certain point, I felt like you should cap it. But the problem is like, I keep learning and like, keep making better music. So I'm like, I just gotta.
And you will.
Yeah, and that's the other thing too, more than anything, is like, I just believe it's like kind of a waiting game at the end of the day. But it's like, how long will you stick with it?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's hard. It
definitely increases your odds, and you're getting better, so you also have better odds.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, but like, a lot of people just quit. Mm-hmm. And I would just hate to be a fucking quitter. You know?
True.
Like, but I have been writing some cool shit lately. I feel like just more. It just feels more authentic, you know?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Can't wait to hear it.
Oh yeah.
Have I heard it?
Some of them no. Honestly, they're pretty new.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, they're like not recorded yet. Just
written.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, good one.
Yeah, so do you think that, do you think he planned Teezo Touchdown to release his album right after Travis because he was featured on Utopia?
Yeah.
So he knew people would be like, oh, who's this Teezo Touchdown character?
Yeah, 100%.
Well,
He
it
did a
worked
lot.
out.
Yeah, he did a lot of features. I think that was very thought out.
Yeah. Well, I knew who he was before those features.
Yeah. That's true, actually. I forgot. Yeah, because you were close to someone who was a golf wanger.
Yeah. Yeah. I was.
Like, if you're a golf wanger, you're a golf wanger. You're
Yeah.
a Camp Flognar. So, shout out to the golf wangers.
Wait, so I asked this on my story the other day, yesterday. So, like, if you could see any person live, or, like, band, dead or alive, together or not together, who would it be? The Beatles?
No, Mac Miller.
Oh! That makes sense. That checks out.
Yeah.
And then who's second?
Probably low-key, like, Led Zeppelin, though. Led Zeppelin would be great. Like,
Yeah.
prime Led Zeppelin. Mm-hmm. And they're like, boom, 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 boom. And you're
that would
like,
be
yo.
lit.
Yo.
Like, loud as fuck.
Dude, but, like, also, the thing is, like, the Beatles, this is what I think. They're like the two greatest bands of all time. I see both arguments, honestly. But the thing about Led Zeppelin is, and this is my personal opinion, I just feel like they were more like zoomed in on their own craft, and also they were all like very collaborative. But like they were all like really locked into like what they were doing. Like Ringo was like a good drummer because like he had to be a good drummer. I feel like the Beatles were all good musicians, all of them, you know? Mm-hmm. And so like Ringo's like, okay, yeah, I'll play drums. Like I'm a good musician. And Paul and John, just absolutely one in a million songwriters, you know?
Yeah.
And George Harrison was a fantastic guitar player, bro. Like, no, and he was also a good songwriter, for real. But, like, so that's what I'm saying, is I feel like all the Beatles, all in all, they were more, like, well-rounded. Mm-hmm. But, like, Led Zeppelin was, like, they were just so mind-blowing. Like, Jimmy Page was, like, so mind-blowing at the guitar. Like, revolutionary, you know? And then, like, John Bonham was the same way with drums. Mm-hmm. And I mean, Robert Plant just has one of those voices where it's like, what the fuck? You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah. I just feel like they were all like, it was honestly more of like the stars aligned versus like the Beatles were like really good musicians and they all worked together like thought was gonna happen. But like with the Led Zeppelin, it was like some crazy shit, you know?
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
when they played together, it was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, so yeah,
It's
I think
a good comparison.
yeah. What about you though?
Frank Ocean.
Yeah.
I'd do anything to see him live.
Yeah.
I just wish I would like spill my whole saved money right now just to sit in a room and listen to him sing for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, he has one of those voices.
Like
where-
just sing, like I would just be crying, and he's just the best.
Yeah, he's different. His voice is just so pure. Like,
Yeah.
it's almost like, oh, it's not. It's almost like it's like not a good singing voice. It's just like a normal, like beautiful voice.
Yeah.
You know, it's pretty insane. It's hard to explain.
Yeah. And then like he's such a good writer too. Like his songs are just like crazy already, but like the lyrics are just like he has so many lyrics that you just like feel.
Yeah, for
You're
like,
like, oh, I didn't know that feeling could be put into words, but like you just did it in like a quirky little like way.
it's true, bro.
It's crazy. Like that's why
It's like almost doesn't make sense to like things that he says just like by themselves, but you're like, oh yeah, like he's like, brought it on the eldest, like it was just like, yeah,
hand me down fits.
yeah, you're like, hand me down.
Yeah, he's just great. But yeah, I saw one band, 5 Seconds of Summer, live a couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah,
And they have a great drummer as well. But he's kind of weird now. But like, he's really good at drumming. Like, we were listening to Sarah and I went with Sarah. Shout out Sarah.
Shout
We
out
were
Sarah.
like talking about it afterwards. And after the show, we were both like, I don't know, like, Ashton was kind of weird, like, the drummer, and then I was listening to the songs, and I was like, dude, like, the drums make this song, and she was like, he's unstoppable, I fear. Like, he's, like, so good, but he's, like, kind of weird. Like, he's kind of, like, creepy, but
that's so funny.
still love him. But yeah, I love 5 Seconds of Summer because, like, they all, like, have known each other since they were, like, 16, some of them 14. Like,
Yeah, you
they
were telling
practice
me
in a
that.
garage. Yeah, and they just like stay together and like they started doing like their solo careers, but like they still like keep coming back and like keeping their band, which is just sick. Like
Yeah,
they're just
that is
like
tight.
they're
They
just
don't have
like
to do
brothers
that.
at the end of the day.
Yeah, they just like grow up together. They're like, dude, let's fucking jam.
Yeah.
People will pay millions.
Like they're gonna ride it out, but they're
Yeah.
gonna let each other do their own stuff too, because
Yeah.
they know like they'll be friends regardless, kind of thing.
For real, yeah. I
So-
bet that's difficult, like dealing with fame and everything, and like
I was thinking that too. Like it must be crazy.
still hanging out with the person, because then like obviously everybody has like a different level of fame, and then they like compare and contrast, and like
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like music in nature is almost a little competitive, you know, to a degree.
Yeah. Gotta be. I always think about that with like other musicians because like it's always like a lot of them are friends. Like you're friends with a lot of musicians. It's like if somebody like like makes it big, like pops off one day, you're gonna be like, dude, fuck yeah. Like I always loved them, I always believed in them, but aren't you gonna be like, what the fuck? I want it to be me.
Yeah.
Like that's gotta be so crazy.
Yeah, that's why I also kind of believe in like the like, dude, like if we are just naturally like friends actually, and like we make music together, then like inevitably we will blow up together.
Yeah, because you're gonna keep making music together.
Exactly.
Keep hanging out.
Yeah. But so then like with the rest of the people, I would kind of be like, eh. But at the same time, I'm like, I didn't think that you were actually gonna, you know?
Yeah.
Most of the time, it's like work ethic. Like if I see people that are just like, just doing it consistently, I'm like, yeah, that checks out for me. Like because like I just said, like it's like a waiting game almost. Like
Yeah.
we could just make the right song. You just gotta keep making them.
True.
So yeah, but that's fucking tight about 5 Seconds of Summer.
Yeah, that was really cool. Also, I don't know how much time we have, but I did want to say really quick, I am officially running a half marathon in February.
Oh, yeah.
I keep remembering it, and I'm like, ah.
Yeah, like right in the week we're going to move.
Yeah, we're going to be moving. It's just like, I signed up right after I ran 8 miles for the first time. Because I was like, you know what, I can do this now.
Yeah, you're like, this ain't shit to me.
And it's in Huntington, which is just like really cool. Because I used to always visit Huntington and be like, this is the best place.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Like, yeah, it's going to be like really cool to do that. Something I never thought I would do also. But then I'm like, oh, now I got to be training. Like, because I want to get a good time and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's pretty far, dude. It's pretty fucking far. 12.3 miles.
Yeah, that's insane. I could never run that far in my life.
But you could. You think I ever thought I would run this far? I didn't make the hexathlon in 6th grade.
Yeah, I made the hexathlon because I was fast.
I was
That has
slow.
nothing to do with running for a long distance.
Yeah, but I heard people didn't want to do... people. It was Kobe. I heard people didn't want to do the 400 meter.
Yeah, me neither. Nope, I would puke.
See, that's crazy to me. It's like
In the
why couldn't I do
Marine
it?
Day, when we did Marine Day, we would have to run 400 meters. I puked every time.
That's nothing. We used to have to run a mile every year for dance tryouts, and it was like
I'm not.
the hardest day of the year. I remember we'd be like, we have to run the mile today, but now a mile is like my warm up.
Yeah. No. I don't do that. I mean, the thing
400
is, I
meters
guess.
is just one lap, you know.
Yeah, I know how far it is.
Like,
I ran it numerous times
That's
and puked.
That's crazy. I mean, you must have been running fast.
Yeah, obviously. That's the only way I run, too. Like, I'm not running half speed. I don't believe in that.
I'm not a fast sprinter.
Like, because I don't like to run. So I'm, like, trying to get there. You know?
Yeah. It can become really relaxing, though.
Dude, you know who could run, I don't know, maybe as far as you?
Who?
Kurt.
D'Agostino?
Yeah, Kurt D'Agostino can run. If you played Highlands Ranch football with us, bro, you know how far Kurt can run.
Why? Was he, like, running beside everyone?
We'd get to practice, Kurt's running.
Oh, he's just like a runner.
We're done with practice. We've been practicing for 3 hours.
He was still running?
Yeah. We leave.
Jeez. That's crazy.
Yeah, Kurt would run.
It's
bro.
addicting. It kind of is addicting.
Yeah.
Like, when I'll be on a run, I was like, I'll run like 4 miles, and then I'm like, dude, I think I could do something crazy today. Like, I think I could do like 7 or 8. I get like this crazy like excitement. The feeling of like knowing you could do something right now that you've never been able to do before in your life. Like, it's like, I feel good. I think I could run 8. And then it's like, I'm about to run 8 miles. It's like so exciting. And then you're just like, I wasn't even tired after that because I was so excited.
Yeah.
It's so weird. It's really like an addicting feeling.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, because I get that feeling just exerting energy, you know, like
Yeah.
like playing basketball and stuff. Which I'm about to go do. Okay.
Nice. Nice. Wait, what word?
Segway?
Yeah.
Was that, I always wonder, like,
Segway.
was that how they named like the Segway?
The Segway, because it's just like a way to get from one place to another.
Yeah, but it's
just
also like a smooth transition.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, anyway, you gotta go play basketball.
Yeah.
I gotta watch either reality
Vanderpump.
TV or anime. Thanks, guys, for watching.
Thanks so
We'll
much.
be back next week. We're gonna take a week off after that because we're gonna be in Asia, Korea, and Japan. Then we'll tell you guys all about it.
Yeah,
Anyways,
yeah.
bye.
Bye.
We are brother and sister.